Okay, my part is the soil temperature protocols, and the role of soil temperatures is very important in everything from weather to agricultural to weather predictions. And the soil protocol temperature protocols that we measure are the 5 centimeter soil depth and the 50 centimeter soil depth. Right now, our weather shelter is down, so we're temporarily out of business. But when we put it back up, we're going to have measurements on both the 5 centimeter soil depth, the 50 centimeter soil depth, and the 10 centimeter soil depth, and then air temperatures as well. When you select your soil temperature site, it's best to be measured at either your atmospheric site or at your soil moisture site. The atmospheric site is the one we use, and that's because we have a shelter already there, and it's easy to mount two digital thermometers, which is what is necessary if you're going to take the measurements on all three soils, and if you're going to measure the air temperature at the same time. And it's really important to try to measure the air temperature along with the soil temperatures because it allows scientists to determine or look at other factors if the soil temperature and the air temperature at one site is the same as another and see why there might be a difference if there is a difference. The multi-data collection requires two of the digital thermometers, and you can also get those from forestry suppliers. This multi-day digital thermometer allows you to take six 6-day measurements every 24 hours. You will need to reset your time so that your 24-hour period lapses right during noon, preferably about 1 hour with either side of noon. Uh, the left sensor needs to be placed about 5 centimeters deep, which is roughly 2 inches, and the right sensor needs to be 50 centimeters deep, which is roughly 20 inches deep. And one thing you might want to do is make sure that you clearly label which sensor is what, since by the time we get done, you're going to have four sensors that are going to be measuring both the soil temperature and the air temperature. Soil temperatures act as sort of a buffer to the air temperature, and this is important for organisms, for agriculture, for determining when soil might decay, the breakdown of soil. It is also important for measuring your minimum and maximum temperature. This is a brief graph of air and soil temperature where you're taking both measurements, and this is a line graph that you can download straight off of our data that you enter into the Globe website. And you can see that each one has different colors, so that you can measure or determine which one is which. Satellites measure only the top 5 centimeters of the soil, so if we don't have the 10 centimeter probe and the 50 centimeter probe, there's a lot of information that scientists are not going to be able to use that's not going to be available. And weather forecasts, again, are more accurate. It's easier to predict or to determine when you want to plant seeds if you're a farmer. Uh, Weather forecasts are more accurate, and when they're more accurate, then pretty much anything that is weather dependent is much more accurate and acts as well, you just need more information. And if you can collect this, we haven't done this to any great extent just yet because of all the other things that we're involved in. But soil temperatures are probably one of the key factors in food production. And as populations get greater, it's important that we maximize soil production. And soil is, of course, primary source for our food right now.